In this video, we are going to talk about page load speed. As we had already discussed, page load speed is one of the most important on-page SEO optimization factors. According to many research papers, around 50% of website users expect a page to load in 2 seconds. Conversions usually go up with better page load speed. Amazon has found out that even shaving off a few milliseconds from their page load speed is actually increasing their revenue. So to have a good page load speed, we need a good web hosting. If you are using a WordPress blog, then you should be using a caching plugin called W3 Total Cache, or there are other caching plugins as well. So these caching plugins will not put a lot of load on the server. So the basic idea revolves around creating static HTML pages to be delivered for users instead of delivering the entire website on PHP. So it's a bit of a technical area. All you need to do is ask your hosting company about the caching plugins, or you can go ahead and install this plugin called W3 Total Cache yourself. And you should have light pages. You should not have a page which has a lot of content. And if you have a lot of images and if you don't compress the images, then the page load speed gets affected. So there is a website called tinypng.com which I frequently use to compress my images so that my pages load faster. Obviously, you cannot have a very light page like google.com because sometimes we just need to add a lot of content to the pages. But you should also make it as light as possible, at the same time including all the content that you should be including in the web pages. So there are a lot of tools to help you check the page load speed. You can use pingdom.com, Page Speed Insights by Google, or GTmetrix. So let me go to my browser and open few of these tools and show you how it works. So go to Google and just search for Pingdom speed test. So here I am clicking on Pingdom website speed test. So here I will put the URL of my blog and let me start the test. So here there is no gold standard for what is a good speed and what's not a good speed. Basically, you should be comparing your speed with your competitors and see what the performance grade is. Here you can see that my web page is actually loading in 1.63 seconds, and as we had discussed before, if a web page loads less than 2 seconds, then it's good. So it says that it is faster than 78% of the sites tested on this particular tool, and performance grade is 81, and the page size is 2.9 MB. So this is what we have on Pingdom, and then we have something called Page Speed Insights by Google. Just search for page speed, and here you can enter your web page URL, and Google will give you a result about the page speed. And then you have GTmetrix as well. So I will enter the URL here. So GTmetrix, Pingdom, and Google Page Speed are the three major tools to test the website page load speed. And you can basically compare it with your competitors and make sure that your web page loads faster than the competitors, because some page can afford to load very fast because the content is very light on the web pages, but some pages need to have more content and there is no other way to actually have a bit of a heavy page. So you should not compromise removing content and putting low content on sites because you have to increase the page load speed. You just have to find the right balance. So here is what we have for Google Page Speed Insights. So I have got a score of 75 out of 100, and desktop score is also 75 out of 100. So here the red one is basically says that I should be optimizing the images more, and there are some other things which you can talk with your hosting company. And if you are using WordPress, the best type of hosting company is to have a managed WordPress hosting service. So managed WordPress hosting will basically optimize the entire hosting environment for good page load speed on WordPress, and they will also have a team which will help you with optimizing the entire site. So this is GTmetrix, and as I said, you need to compress the images so that the website page loads fast. And you can use tinypng.com for that. I use it frequently, and usually you will be able to save 60-70% from the image size when you compress using tinypng. And there is also a WordPress plugin called WP Smush which you can use, and if you use that, as soon as you drag and drop the images into the WordPress media folder, it will automatically compress the images before displaying it on the site. And if you are using some other tools on your site, such as JavaScript code for either an exit pop-up or something like opt-in chat, or if it is an ad code, basically these JavaScript load asynchronously, which means that it loads parallelly as your website loads, so it doesn't affect your page load speed directly. So that's about it for the page load speed section of on-page SEO, and I will see you in the next lesson.